There's a lot of stuff going on back then. For instance, I am the inventor of aircraft, and all the aircraft fleet are my aircraft. And like I said, my men, the people that I employed, my Irish and British and also probably German sailors, my men, the LS group, would never leave people drowning at sea ever. Like we had ships, we had boats, and we my ship captains even practiced to be able to pick up people and how to pick up a crew member if he falls off the ship. And all my ships had lookouts looking for people that would fall off the ship, in case someone accidentally fell off the ship, and all that other stuff. And we even had like nettings on some of my ships, in case someone did fall off. That's why we have railings and everything on the ships, to keep people from falling off and to warn them about falling off. And like I said, and I believe that might be another LS White Star Line thing is that we might have paid like a person to sit on back of the ship to look for people that might fall off into the water or jump into the water. Like I said, sometimes people would want to kill themselves, or maybe people or maybe other people would throw them off the ship. But basically, pretty much, making sure that nobody's left at sea. Basically, that's another Lucifer White Star Lines thing. It goes with leave no man behind. And basically, because like I said, sometimes people would disappear on a cruise or whatever, and it's like, well, it's like they might be out at sea then. And it's like, well, what do you mean they're out at sea? If you leave port, you better come into port with the same amount of people. Anyway, and I was notified of that, or have a damn good reason why you threw them off the ship in the middle of the sea. Anyway, like I said, everybody would know eventually that pretty much I was watching over them, and eventually a lot of things got up to me eventually about a lot of things. Like I say, so because they're my boats, they're my ships. It's my mining, it's my planet, it's my mining ships and everything else like that. So anyway, but like I say, there was a lot of stuff going on back in the old days, and like I said, we were fighting a war. Um, Someone was trying to execute my people or execute me or get to me. Like I said, Papa's boys, all kinds of other people, JFK, Jimmy Carter, a lot of people had, and Rodney and Rick Bush all had reasons to want to have me dead. So, like I said, and like I say, I had quite a few ships, and a lot of money, basically. And most ships were White Star Lines. That's why they're painted white. So, yeah, World Ruler, World Commander. So the HMS Glorious. I think I might have actually commissioned that ship myself, and I was like, because I'm glorious, because I was glorious. So anyway, because I was Lucifer Star, glorious, and all that other stuff. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, though, I don't know. Was it painted white? Was there a white star? Was it built at one of my places? Probably. Like I said, I was pretty much basically the only one that could afford to have ships. Like other than it took people a while before they could actually be able to afford such great big huge ships as me. I mean, they were up and coming, and a lot of groups were just building ships, basically like what I had been building. So, like I say, I mean, I was the richest, most powerful person ever. But it's not like I didn't want to share the road with anyone, as they say. I didn't mind sharing the road with other people. But like I say, the queens and everybody else, even the queens and everybody else was a commoner compared to me. But then again, I'm like not just the LS. I mean, I'm not just a person that owns ships and everything else, like colony ship, 12 life form types, the longest, oldest life form types, and everything else. So, with me, it's like, you know, creator in human form. And like I said, there's a lot of things with a lot of the kings and a lot of the other people in the world, where a lot of the men, they were jealous of me because, I could pick any woman I wanted. And I was supposed to have the most beautiful, most gorgeous woman in existence, and also have the most best-looking body or whatever. But it's like, there's all these people, and all these people, and besides, like I said, there's more important things to do than worry about who you have sex with, you know. And like I say, JFK or Richard Nixon, he was really jealous of me, like turning green jealous of me, because like any drugs I want, whatever I want, any ships I want, any life forms I want, and basically not just rich on the Earth or within the Milky Way galaxy. I mean rich as far as, or rich and popular and powerful as far as like 80 or 800 galaxy, and basically like end result humans finding out that pretty much that I'm their creator. I built their stars. I built some stars, or a lot of the first stars, epically old, 100 trillion or older. Some people say even older than that. So I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know how old I am exactly. 100 trillion years about, because the galaxy that's going to be here soon was built 100 trillion years ago, or something like that. Like I said, going into the First World War, basically I was sentenced for war crimes and basically for being the inventor of weapons or whatever, or something like that. It was all bullshit. It was all lies. That was all stupid though. It's like, anyway, sentenced because I was the owner of the actual owner of Germany, but then again I'm also the actual owner of America. So yeah, so it's a bit, it's kind of like America was pretending like I hadn't actually named it and hadn't actually built it. So, and they were sensing me as the German leader, but like I'm also the leader of America. So I sense death as leader of Germany, and then so it's like whatever. Yeah, it's like, well, that's just weird. But I'm also like, so it's like whatever, part of my history now. Whatever, I don't really know. I don't really care. Like I said, Rodney or Godney and Rick Bash and a lot of other people, once they found out or started to find out about me, it's like a lot of people. And then, like I said, a lot of people wanted me to change the laws because, change the laws for all life forms. So, to allow them to have power or whatever else like that. It's like, you're not me. I will not change the laws for you. I will not sentence these people to death. You have no reason to kill these people. Like, you have to have a reason to execute someone. That's my rule. You can't just go, oh, you don't look good, or oh, you're poor, we'll kill you. You can't do that. It's not okay. Like, my rules, my laws, like I said, the exoskeletons, they're not particularly attractive either. They're hard-shelled exoskeleton intelligent life forms. So, and they have as much right to live and exist as everybody else, including humans. And the 1.5s, even though they're small, have just as much right to live as humans do, or exoskeletons, or any of the other life forms in the universe. So I wasn't going to like make rules or say that these other people could control my life forms. It's like, no, my life forms might help you if they're inclined to, but you can't order the 1.5s around. You can't order the exoskeletons around, and you can't order the human race around. I'm the creator. I created them. So other people don't have the right. They can ask, and maybe some people will do something for them. But as far as ordering and saying blah, 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 it's like, that's me and only me. Like, I am king of blah, 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 or whatever. I'm the creator. So anyway, all these other people wanted to say that they were king or they were blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. And the queens work for me. So, as in they were selling my dishes and stuff. That's how the queens got started. I invented the idea of the crown. So, and all that other stuff. So, whatever. And I created humanity. And female kind. And I created females first, by the way. And, obviously. And whatever. So, and I created a lot of other life forms, and I built stars. And then eventually the Chinese Empire would eventually send some ships back to join me or be around me or something like that. I don't really know. Like, the Chinese Empire was very impressive. It's very impressive. Like I said, with great love and great respect, I consider them friends and equals, basically. Which is a rare thing for me, to consider anyone else like a friend or an equal. I remember when anyway, whatever, it was a long time ago. Anyway, when I was spending time with them. So and anyway, there's all these people going, "You're crazy." It's like, I'm not crazy, and it doesn't really matter. So what? So I'm your creator. I did 100 trillion years ago. Wow. Whatever. I was captured, held hostage. They tried to force me to have all my life forms surrender or some shit like that. Or I don't really care anymore. They're crazy. They're trying to kill off all the Germans or all the Jewish people, all the people in Germany. They're trying to kill them all off. Like there was this guy Germain a long time ago, a really horrible person, um, running around or something like that. I don't know. I don't know who named Germany. I didn't name Germany. I might have, maybe somewhat, but not really. Like, I bought Germany and I own all the land in Germany. So, and I also own Poland, France, and like I don't really care. I also, but I didn't name it. Britain, Brightown, that I named and that I was building, and that was one of my cities. Yes. Same with LS, the LS shipyard in Belfast, or Brianfast, whatever. I was an inventor. I had people. The White Star Lines Group. Starline. It's my name. They were my employees. That's why a bunch of people are going around saying, oh, the Jewish people are citizens. It's like, well, we did have different armbands for citizens and people in government, but the stars on the shirts, those are White Star Line or Yellow Star Line. Those are Starline people. Those are star employees. Like the Starline company. Like White Star Line. Blue Star Line, Pink Star Line. I mean, Blue Star Line and Black Star Line. Those are offshoots of my company, my namesake, mining and shipping, and aircraft. Later on, I named America and had some American airplanes. Anyway, so I was an inventor of aircraft. I had people that built engines. We did mining, we built ships, we built engines. We were a group. Anyway, eventually, I guess some people got in the White House, or some people started saying blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you're crazy. I mean, they're calling me crazy. I said, a bunch of people were trying to pretend like I said, the Republicans and the Democrats have nothing to do with the White House. Or Fort Knox. Fort Knox is my white building. Lucifer White Stars. My building. My money. So is the White House. The White Washington, D.C. building. Has nothing to do with the Republicans or the Democrats. Has nothing to do with the American government even. It was built way before the American government ever came along, and it was my building. My White Star building. Built by my people. So, anyway. And Abraham Lincoln was just this crazy guy. A bunch of people wanted to do something for someone great, and I said, okay, pick some old guys. So they picked a picture, I guess. It's a picture of a guy that they used to model for clothes in Paris. Woo! Eventually he tried to say he adopted me and and killed me. And he tried to run my government. No relation to White Star Lines. He probably didn't even know I existed as White Star. He probably thought it was just America or something. Or maybe he wanted my ships. I don't know. Maybe he found out I had ships. He's just some crazy guy that modeled for me and did a few speakings or something like that, and he turned out to be like somebody that wasn't exactly a great person, and eventually he tried to kill me and say he adopted me. He's a crazy psychopath. Like, wow.